Slow Homestead. I'm Carol, and I thought I'd take you with me today as I go to town and run some errands. It is 44 degrees out there right now. The weather has been pretty good lately. I've been able to do things outside that I didn't know if I'd be able to do at this time of year. So, come along with me. The first thing I need to do, however, is turn my sprinkling system on because things are drying out. So let's go do that. I've mowed my lawn a couple of times lately. Oh, good morning, Kit. What's up? Because the leaves keep falling on it, so I have to mow up the leaves. But I love to mow, so it's good. So here it is. I just need to turn it on. That. And I don't know if you can see that. It says it started. Oh boy, there they are. Those beautiful sprinklers. Let's see if I can walk around this one without getting wet. Okay. So, my asparagus has been growing in this strawberry asparagus patch, which is awesome. But I need to replant some in my little canning rings that I've got down there. Because, you know, some didn't germinate, but some did. Yay. Here we go. Have to take a look at the fence every time. I put some Christmas lights out in front of it in those jugs. Here I am. I need to get the newsletter copied for church day after tomorrow. And so that's why I'm here at the print shop to get that copying done and also to pick up a few photos. So let's go inside. Okay, I got that all done. Now it's off to the church to run off the bulletin, which I also get to do. So fun, I love it. I really do. Hey, I just remembered that the bank is having an open house today because they built onto it and they're having refreshments. So I'm at the bank and I'm gonna go get some refreshments from the bank. There it is. That's the old part, actually. The new part is way over there. It looks pretty much the same. There's the drive-through. There's the new part over there. I'm back. And that's a big bank. Super big. We've been banking there all of our married life. It's a good bank. I'll show you the goodies I got. This bag. Let's see what's in it. A shirt. And a football. Yay! And I also got a hamburger and a piece of chocolate. So it was worth it. Actually, it's about time I got a little interest out of this bank. Now, off to the church. There's the church. I forgot to film it, but I got the bulletin run off. I got it copied, that's what I mean. Got that taken care of. Let's go home. it's good to have those two things done. The newsletter I do once a month, but the bulletin is every week. And that is a fairly new responsibility that I have. Like I said, I enjoy doing both of them. So I want to show you what I've been doing lately outside. First, we're going to look at the rest of these brownies right here. This is my birthday cake. It was my birthday the other day and I made a big pan of brownies, bought some ice cream and invited my kids over, my grandkids, and we splurged. So, yep, a couple of cards from friends. I'm 75, yay! It's good to be 75. Just thought I'd let you know. All right, let's go outside. We're gonna go over here and take a look at a little part of the fence that's different from what it was before, and I'll explain why. See this big old tree? See that big limb piece right there, that big log? So, came from here. My son came over and he had his chainsaw and he sawed this limb off. It was only about 6 feet out toward that way, but because it was so close to this fence, I had made a jog in the fence with 3, I think it was actually these 3 right here, that one, and that one. Those 3 slats were shorter because of this tree limb. Well, he cut it down and chopped it up, so I replaced those 3 short ones with 3 full-size slats. So that's all taken care of. Let's go out to the backyard and see how the sprinklers are doing. This is the patio. That's our Dutch oven pit. We like Dutch oven taters and Dutch oven what you got. If you don't know what that is, you just open your fridge and what you got, you put in the Dutch oven. It's good. So here's the sprinklers. They're now on this side of the lawn. That's good. One of the things that we did in the last week is had another fire in the burning pit. The new burning pit that we dug this summer. So there it is. And there are the ashes from the huge fire that we had earlier this week. And there's still a few little straggly limbs that didn't get in the fire. But fire season is over for us. We can't burn anymore until next spring. I'm glad we got all that done. And let's walk over here and I'll show you what my son did to this area that we have over here. We call it the Omega Forest. It used to be the RV Forest, but I sold my trailer, so it's changed names. He trimmed this Russian olive. He took out several small elm trees that were here and there. We burned those. He made room for this beautiful pine tree. It was being crowded out by the elm trees that were starting up. He cut these cherry bushes clear down to about 3 feet all along here. They were so bushy and the birds just ate the cherries. I couldn't hardly get to them. So now this area is so much more accessible. So that was a huge job. My son cutting up all of those limbs and twigs and doing all that pruning and getting all those things out of the way and cleaning it up. Well, since we're passing by right here, let me show you another thing I did recently. This is my dad's old boat, and I hooked it up to the riding lawnmower and I dragged it with the lawnmower over to here. I think you can see the tongue of the boat trailer. So I hooked the chain, there's a chain somewhere, and hooked it onto the riding lawnmower and brought it over. And then I was afraid, since we don't have our gate up yet on this driveway, I was afraid some villain would see the boat and want to take it. So I camouflaged the boat with just a bunch of junk, you know, pallets, posts, whatever. Yeah, some of this stuff too. The wind has blown it. This is an old tarp that was laying around, and I thought, I need that to hide the boat. So, okay, come back over this way. This is the east field where the burning pit is that we just looked at. And I have big plans for this area. First of all, I'm going to clear away all of this stuff that has been moved into the old burning area. The wood, the fencing, wire. I'm going to find a new home for that. And my dream is to have a greenhouse right here. So we'll see what happens next spring and summer. Alright, I'm going to try and go through these sprinklers without getting hit by one. This might be close. Alright, that one's there, that one's there. Okay, I made it. So yesterday I got a organizing bee in my bonnet, and I came in the chicken coop, and I'll show you what I did. I had some old drawers from when we remodeled the kitchen, and mainly the kitchen, and I hung them up on the wall right here. Screwed them into the wall. And then I started filling them up with stuff from this area over here, which has been a big problem for me for quite a while. There's just a lot of stuff here. There's pails, there's an old garbage can, there's wood pieces, there's some plywood. Yeah. Oh, there's some of that stuff, screening stuff. Well, I've taken a lot of wood out of this area already. Seems like a lot. And I've put it over here. I put a bunch on top of those 4 drawers, and I started putting some inside. So I need to finish that. And then I still had drawers left, so I put 3 over here on this wall. There's 2 that are deeper, and the one in the middle is a shallower drawer. But they're pretty handy. I already used them when I was actually installing these 2 drawers. That one is super old and really not in good shape. This one I hung up there, and as I was doing that, I would set my drills inside of that cubby. It was really handy, so I think that they're going to be good. They're sturdy, they're on there. And I'm going to fill them up with whatever needs to go there, and there, and there, and on top of that, and on top of that. It was really gratifying to do that. I had both my drills out here, so I had the one drill with the drill bit and the other drill with the screw bit, and it went pretty fast. And it was really exciting to uncover a space that I want to use for a workbench, and I'll show you that. It's right here. And this is the old bar out of my kitchen. And I want to be able to use it to put things on when I'm cutting them. I don't know, mainly that. I just need a place that's like a workbench. And so I've got that part cleared off. This is where all those drawers were. And then I do have some cabinet doors right here, and I'm going to be putting them in a new place. And then I will have this whole area here to use, and I'm going to bring my saw out here. I have a circular, what's it called? Circular saw? Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. It's a small one. I can handle it. Yeah, I think it's a circular saw. Why doesn't that sound right? Oh well. I'm going to bring that out here, and I'm actually going to store it out here. I hope that it's good enough to be in colder weather, like during the winter, so that I won't have to continue to take it in, bring it out every season. Okay, if you remember, see there in the background, this was the first project that I started this summer. Putting that shelf right there, there we go, putting that shelf up on the wall right there. And it has worked out well for me. This is Mr. Rooster. Hi, Mr. Rooster. So he was the one that I nursed back to health a while back. There were some hens that were picking on him, and he was bleeding. The top of his wings were bleeding, and so I put him in there. Well, he healed up. I put him back out, and after about, I'd say a month or so, maybe even longer, I noticed the other day some hens were picking at his wing again, both wings. And he would squawk, and they would pick, and he would squawk. And so I captured him, and I put him back here in the nursery again to recuperate. I don't know why they're doing that to you, Mr. Rooster. Why are those hens so mean to you? They just don't get it, do they? All right, well, you take care and heal fast. Here's a view of all those drawers that I put up from this end. I'm excited. I am so glad I did that.